Welcome back to Gimme Five with Jones and Eli. Eli, Spider-Man's powers or $50 million?
Jones, give me the 50 million all day, every day. I love Spider-Man as much as the next guy. Great movies, great comics, great hero in general. But his powers aren't that great. What can he do? He can shoot webs out of his hands. He can fly around, crawl on the ceiling. Got a little bit of a tingly sense. No way. Jones, if you give me $50 million tomorrow, you don't think I'm investing that? I'm starting a company. I'm doing some crazy shit. Within a couple years, I'm going to be a billionaire, Jones, and I'm set for life. At that point, I can just build me a Batman suit and become even better than Spider-Man. What am I going to do with Spider-Man's powers?
Money doesn't buy happiness, my friend. Give me Spider-Man's powers. The ability to be shooting webs out of my hands, pulling anything I need close to me, flying around buildings, being a superhero myself. I could easily make more than $50 million being this. I would become a global icon.
What?
I would become an absolute global icon. I could start a business where I just fly people around. I'm sure literally everybody would invest in that. There's 50 million right there. Talk about the promotions, talk about the ad sponsorships, talk about the commercials I'll be doing with LeBron. 50 million in 2 years tops. Are you kidding me? Think long term, not short term.
Jones, what this take is telling me is that you've never seen any superhero movie ever, and you've never seen The Incredibles. Okay, these are two essential movies that everybody has need to have seen.
I've seen
needs
them.
to have had seen. Think about Spider-Man, right? If you become a superhero, everybody wants to kill you. Okay, you think it's all glamorous, it's all glorious? No. Everybody wants to be the guy who killed Spider-Man, who got Spider-Man. You don't think Doc Ock is going to be coming out of the ground? All these villains are coming out to try to get you. And even if not, Jones, think about The Incredibles. Nobody wanted the superheroes. They put the supers into hiding because they were sick of Mr. Incredible. They're sick of the superheroes. If you go around and start taking people on field trips with your spider webs, somebody's going to get hurt. Something's going to happen. The government's going to have to bail you out of a huge lawsuit. It's going to be a nightmare. You're going to get retired. And all that's going to happen then is you're going to be paying all the money that you earned in lawsuits. You're going to end up completely broke, and these powers are going to be useless. It's a waste of time.
Nobody is going to get hurt, and there's no Doc Ox. Okay, this is not Fantasyland.
You're becoming Spider-Man. You may not.
No, I'm just getting Spider-Man's powers. That's the only thing that's changing. Our rest of our reality is not changing. There's not Doc Ock and the Green Goblin coming after me. Now, I agree with the sentiment that there still might be bad people trying to come after me, but are you kidding me? Also, it all depends how I use it. If I'm using my powers not to stop evil, I don't think I would use my powers to stop evil, honestly.
Oh, wow.
Again, I would use it more commercially, more in a way to be an entrepreneur, but also just to kind of experience that really like amazing feeling of flying and zinging around. And that's really what I would do. If I could help people, I would do that as well, but I wouldn't want to be starting like fighting crime and stuff, because I agree that's very dangerous on my part. And I think there are more people who are much more qualified to fight crime than me with my web shooting out of my fingers.
Well, obviously that's the case, and this is a whole separate podcast. Is that Spider-Man is really a shitty superhero and can't really do anything in general.
All right,
I think if you,
that's
no,
terrible.
it's true. If you told me Superman's powers or something where I can actually fly around, reverse time, all that crazy stuff, maybe I'd pick Superman. But Spider-Man, you're saying you want the commercial powers? That doesn't even make any sense. There is no commercial market for this. There's no
market for Spider-Man. There's no market for Spider-Man.
No, there's
Check
not.
the box office.
Jones,
check the box office,
They watch
buddy.
it on TV. Nobody wants to experience that in real life. Nobody wants to be taken for a ride. First of all, they're going to have to pay millions and millions of dollars.
Millions and millions of dollars
to you.
Man.
Are you going to just be taking a grandma around for a ride with your spider webs? No, you are not. And Jones, you think you're not going to be fighting crime? The second the military, the governments, anybody finds out that you have spider powers, they're coming after you, dude.
No, they don't want me.
And even if they don't want to get rid of you, exterminate you, they're going to want to hire you and use you. There's no way that if the world found out you had these powers, you would be able to just live a normal life, a life with chill. You say money can't buy happiness. I agree. But having these powers can't buy happiness either. I think you're just also glossing over the fact that $50 million is a lot of money. I'm not saying would you rather have Spider-Man powers or no Spider-Man powers. I'm saying Spider-Man powers or 50 mil. You're telling me you'd pass on the 50 mil?
No, I'll take both of them, which is what I'd be able to achieve.
You get the or.
Yes, I can, because I take
You're not making 50 mil with Spider-Man
So you can walk off with your $50 million and become extremely unhappy and never get your Spider-Man powers and regret the rest of your life and become old and washed up on a beach with a long gray beard, just wondering where it all went wrong until finally the shores wash you away and just give you the sweet release of death. Whilst I enjoy my Spider-Man powers and in probably under 5 years with the financial model I'm thinking of right now, make that $50 million.
That scenario was a little too specific, Jones. I didn't really like that.
Did I make you uncomfortable?
A little bit.
Oh, well, then I suppose this is a good as place as any to end then. This has been Give Me Five with Jones and Eli. A reminder to follow us on Instagram and TikTok for a chance to suggest our next pod topic. Eli, thanks for talking.
Always a pleasure, Jones. Talk to you soon.